Diets high in trans fats increase heart risk by 21% and death by 28%. Such trans fats include fish that is deep fried in cooking oil. However, the World Health Organization recommends that total trans fats acids intake should be limited to less than 1% of total energy intake.
When you look at places like Wandegea or on the roadsides, on the busy places, you'll either find fish that is dipped in a boil of hot boiling cooking oil, and yet the fish has its own origin, or rather its natural fats. You'll also see chips, which are I think called French fries, also dipped in there, and they are bubbling.
Trans fat acids increase high chances of getting heart diseases and stroke due to high levels of high-density lipoprotein that comes as a result of consuming trans fat acids.
From the literature, these factors play an association role in ensuring that, someone develops cancer or the population is at risk. So generally, it is very important that we actually put our weight behind it. That's why for us, we are part of this campaign.
If we can collaborate with the people, food technologists and nutritionists, and create food products that are not based off the trans fatty acids, then I think the problem is manageable.
Civil society fraternity led by the Uganda National Health Consumers Organization therefore demand for a law to regulate industries manufacturing trans fats foods in the country.
To have a mandatory regulatory standard, this calls for a model law which with specificity defines trans fat acids. It defines the sources from which trans fat acids come, and then it talks about processes that are known to include trans fatty acids in our food systems.
Create a policy, as Moses said, which applies to Bidiko, Umukwano, and say we don't want this. So you have an opportunity to dampen the problem almost instantly.
We can put our voices behind this and begin to push for regulation. Then we can begin to be sure as a country that over time the impact can be positive in terms of the reduction in non-communicable diseases.
Moses Talibita, legal officer of Uganda National Health Consumers Organization, says that the current laws, especially the Public Health Act, does not regulate trans fats foods, reason as to why they remain more on the Ugandan market. They demand a law that will require labeling on the negative effects of consuming trans fat foods and acids.
On deterrence alone, can we then have a law that is fully enforceable and will help us eliminate trans fat acids? Otherwise, the laws that we have at the moment do not provide that deterrence needed.
The best approach that we would be having would be to ensure that everything that's manufactured and is put on the market is labeled. Once the labels are clear of all its contents, then we can start sensitizing the population.
This story was filed by Julius Muhumuza for Dream TV News.